YouTube world. We're now living our little vacation. It's time to go to work, man. Let's get it. Block number 3. We're almost done with our first contract, and then we're moving on to the next. Let's get it. Here we are at the Amazon facility, picking up, so basically just picking up an empty from here and taking it a few miles down, 20 miles down that way, and then we gotta wait on our load going towards Washington. This load is actually a little bit more stops. That's okay. It's gonna be like a total of 700 miles, but a little bit more stops. Like 7 stops or something like that. Not too bad. Basically, yeah, that's how you back. That's how you back up. That's how I back up. So the key to it really is your setup. You get set up properly, you look at your situation and see how your trailer is. Just remember how long your truck and trailer is, and you got to think about those swings. And you also have to practice how you back and where the direction of your tires are or your wheels are. So that's basically it. We got us a trailer. 146. So here's the story, right? So I'm over here. I'm like, my departure time is 11 o'clock. See, the thing with Amazon, when your departure time's coming up, you better be rolling. The reason for that is that they set you on time frame, and you have those time frame you gotta make, you know what I mean? So those deadlines they gotta make. So if these guys here are not making that deadline, that's gonna throw you off for the rest. Therefore, it's gonna make you late on the rest of them. Now, that's why they set departure time, because as soon as your departure time is up and nothing is happening, these guys are not responding or they're not getting anything done, you have to go. It doesn't matter. If you got a bobtail, you got a bobtail out, you know? And it's 10:45, so I went to the gate and I asked the guy, I was like, hey, my departure time is coming up, man. I was just wondering, see what kind of status do we have on this trailer, you know? And he was like, I'm showing 10:30 across the board, but we don't have a green light, you know? And I was like, well, you know, what kind of time frame you think we're looking at, you know? He's like, let me go grab my crystal ball. And then I was like, well, you know, I just need to know so I can ask ROC or I can tell, or I know what to tell ROC. And then he was like, no, I'm just kidding. I was like, no, I knew you were kidding. But as soon as I got to the truck, sure enough, it's green light. I don't know why, or I don't know how, if that's a coincidence or not. I don't know. Maybe they made a phone call there. Hey, what y'all doing over there? They're like, oh, you forgot to click the green light. Of editing, we're on our second day of the third block. I tell you, this one is actually, it actually looked like it was gonna be hard because there was a little bit more stops than normal. Come on. So it's a little bit more stops than your average. Is actually a load of carts, empty carts going to Spokane. I don't know where they're getting all their, there must be a lot of products being made in the Spokane area, or at least within that area, somewhere in that vicinity. Come on. Oh, you pesky little thing. Like I said before. There we go. Like I said before, doing something with one hand when you're supposed to be doing it with two hands, it's a little bit more challenging. But it's for the vlog, right? It's for the stinking vlog. I'm just real happy because this load was supposed to be picked up at 11. Here it is at 7. We're picking up the load. Ooh. I didn't bring my trusty hammer with me. They look okay though. I thought that might look a little low. Brakes. Looks good. Other brakes. Okay. Lights. But anyway, yeah, we're leaving a little early. We're finishing up this. See this crap right here. Look at this. Look at that. This thing goes into your tire. It's over. Why did they do that? Why did they leave it here? Look, this one. Look. Ah. My co-driver taking a bathroom break. Or maybe my co-driver is just wanting to enjoy this view. Look at this. Look at this. Technically, this is a chain up area. I don't think I'm supposed to park here, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're outlaws. It's just we have to appreciate how beautiful this area is. My boy Tiki is right. You go to Washington, you need to go either sun up or sun down. Because look at that. That's amazing view. And we are done. That is it. You know, I've been doing a lot of work back there in the back of the yard or back of this facility that I never thought about the left side, and they were making me drop it on the left side, and I just completely missed that doggone thing, not even looking. Let me go ahead and do another regen. Just to let me tell you why I think what I think and why I think I keep getting lights, even though we have brand new and everything, right? So we know the ash accumulator, we're good there because that's part of that's on the DPF side. The SER and the DOC, that's a little different. We haven't done anything to the DOC or the SER. Start. Okay. Hey, you get it? Can you get it? What the heck? Oh, this is failed. We gotta get it a high idle, that's why. Get it on a high idle. Anyway, let's start this again. So, since we haven't done anything to the SCR and the DOC, by having the outlet knock sensor for about 30K miles, I think that actually done damage to this system. This is just me thinking, you know. That's what I'm thinking. It's just it actually done damage because 30K miles, because you keep seeing that my truck is running clean, so it's not doing a passive regen and also not doing not asking me to regen when it does need it. It actually probably does need it. So all of that gunk got built into the DOC, the SCR, as well as the DPFs. This makes my third regen, forced regen, since I've been up here. I'm doing these in while the engine is hot. So we're just trying to do a forced regen until we can, like, maybe I would say do it at least 4 more times so I can safely say that, hey, it successfully regen about 7 or 8 times in the past 2 weeks, and I can successfully say that, hey, the SCR and DOC is probably cleaned up. So basically, like, they have this this like slow regen at the dealership, or you can have on a that has the software. It's slow regen. It's called a slow regen. You slowly bake them. You slowly bake the DOC for like I don't know, like I think it's like 4 hours or 5 hours or something like that. I would say this is about the same, you know, scenario. The first time we regen took 40 minutes. The second time we regen, it took 34 minutes. The third time we regen, it took another 34 minutes, I believe. Let me see. Let's go check it. Let's go check the history. Okay, so this one was a failed one, or one of those was a failed. Anyway, okay, so 36 minutes, 34 minutes, and the first one was 40 minutes. So we're gonna see if these will improve. I don't think they should. I don't think they are gonna improve. I think it's just basically trying to get the temperatures hot enough in the one box and then inject the diesel in, you know, for to try to bake or try to. I don't know what it does when it does that. I really don't. But I think that's the final part. That's the part that you actually want, is when the temperatures get high enough in the one box, and then it injects diesel in there at a high pressure rate. That's when you're actually burning that stuff inside the one box. Man, I actually freaking fell asleep. It took a 3-hour nap. It's a cat nap. Let's talk numbers. We're getting paid $37.89 and we ran 710 miles. Fuel out here is staying average of $3.90. It's a little high, but we're gonna go ahead and use an MPG of 6.5. And that takes us to 710 divided by 6.5, 109 plus or minus 11. So that's 120 gallons. 120 gallons times 390 is 468. 37.89 minus 468 is 33.21, and 33.21 divided by 2 is 16.60. It looks like we're averaging about 16.50 a day out here with these contracts. Now this particular one had a lot of stops, added additional stops to it, but a lot of it actually went through pretty smooth, so got done really early. Started the second day we started at 5 a.m. Finished at 2 p.m. Back here in Spokane at 2 p.m. and took a 3-hour nap after. But now let's recap the week, right? So short-term contracts are like usually 3 blocks per week if it's a full week. Let's recap that. So on the first block, got paid $37.88, and then we netted $33.70 after fuel. The second block, pay of $39.06, netted of $33.90 after fuel, and then the third block is $37.89 and netted $33.21 after fuel, and that equals to $11,483 on the payout and $10,081 after fuel. This is the after fuel is just rough figures, okay? So it's not concrete, but it's gonna be pretty close to those figures, and man, that's amazing. That took us 7 days. So last Sunday, we got here. Today's Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Hey, I don't know who's gonna win, but I'm going with the Rams. Anyway, we're at 10,081 roughly. That's after fuel. I would say that's a pretty damn good week. Nah. Don't be like, okay, oh man, let me go look at those contracts. Let me go book some contracts. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to constantly watch these load boards. Changes come up all the time. So it's like supply and demand, right? You can't be like, okay, I'm going to go to Spokane and then do book contracts. It doesn't work like that. If you look at the contracts right now, they're like 2,100, 2,200. They're nowhere near what we're doing right now. Actually, at 2,200, I think they're okay. Maybe 2,400. I'd say 2,400, you may still make a decent living. But we caught these contracts, all of these contracts that we're getting ready to do still in the future, we caught them at 3,500 plus per contract, per block, I mean. So these are good paying contracts, and that's why I jumped on them right away. As soon as I seen them from Salt Lake City, jumped on them. That's what you got to do, you know. Sacrifices have to be made, and you have to be on your toes. You have to constantly watch. Anyway, we start tomorrow, the next set of contracts. Let's get it.